The end of this week.
28. 28.
You
never filed public financial disclosure. You never.
هنشوفك بالوركشوب أو قبل الوركشوب.
What's the next job you're going for? Where will we find you next? Who pushed it? It's total job.
You never filed public financial disclosure. You never filed public financial disclosure. Is there a reason? What's the next job you're going for? Where will we find you next? No, it's totally. I'm not. You never filed public financial disclosure. Is there a reason? All the other envoys file it. You never filed it. It's a joke. It's a total joke. All very fawning about Mr. Ismail Ould Sheikh Ahmed, the man who couldn't meet with the Houthis for 2 years, oversaw the slaughter and death of thousands while not filing a single financial disclosure. Okay, here we are, heading to the United Nations. It's Monday, February 26th. There'll be a vote or votes and possible veto. Then there'll be a meeting on Burundi, UN failure. And then in the afternoon, North Korea, another UN failure. In fact, the UN's been shipping in hard currency and dissembling about it. That was the inner city press scoop concerning the Foreign Trade Bank, an exemption given to a correspondent bank that even admitted it had the wrong person negotiating. Who knew? Independent press. If you dare report on UN corruption, on accountability, they'll throw you out, smash your laptop, and assign your place to a no-show dictator media from Egypt. That's what Ismail is doing and has done. Former editor of the New York Times in Berlin. A travesty. No explanation. Anyway, we're going up now. Hopefully we can reach the Security Council in time to watch a veto. Which, of course, those who barely... On Saturday, we were here for the Syria vote, and Guterres issued a statement right after it about Somalia. And his head of communications was tweeting about Chechnya. Okay, here we go. The Burundi meeting of the UN has ended. There was no Benjamin Nkapa. There was no stakeout by Mr. Kafando. The issue seems to have fallen off the UN calendar and radar. We're going to ask a question, maybe. Monsieur Mkapa, il a démissionné ou il continue? Second vous. Okay. Merci. C'est très bien. Ça, je suis ici. Bonne chance. Yeah. I remember when you were l'ambassadeur du Burkina. Okay, well, there you have it. A polite question to a polite individual. It was a little since he didn't do a stakeout, we went and asked him if Mr. Nkapa a démissionné. He said no, unless there's a new nouvelle. He has not démissionné. Okay? He said bonne chance, because he used to be the ambassador of Burkina Faso. That was before the UN decided to throw out journalists that asked questions. But so be it. Onwards and upwards. Now we'll see whether we can get anything more on Burundi. But the Burundi meeting that was held yesterday, could you give some kind of summary, just in terms of, I may have missed it if you gave it, but regarding sort of what the next steps are in terms of the mediation?
On Yemen?
No, this is on, I'm asking on Burundi because I don't think there was a stakeout afterwards. Maybe I'm wrong.
On Burundi,
that you met yesterday.
There is a press statement I think the French are preparing, but it has not been approved yet. Yeah, they are preparing a press statement. They informed the council yesterday in the informal consultation that this is their intention.
Yes. It seems like in the final stages of Ismail Sheikh Ahmed's service, he wasn't able to meet with the Houthis, or they said, at least they said that they wouldn't meet with him. They didn't. How important do you think it is for Mr. Griffiths to what steps should he take to try to make sure that he can speak to both sides?
I think I think it's important for any special envoy that he have an access to all parties, and he's acceptable by all of them. I think this is very important for him to continue and work on peaceful settlement for the special envoy. If you are not acceptable of one or two of the parties, this is a big hurdle. Thank you. Shukran.
Public financial disclosure.
حنشوفك بالوركشوب او قبل الوركشوب.
What's the next job you're going for? Where will we find you next?
You never filed public financial disclosure. You never filed public financial disclosure. Is there a reason? What's the next job you're going for? Where will we find you next? No, it's totally. You never filed public financial disclosure. Is there a reason? All the other envoys file it. You never filed it. It's a joke. It's a total joke.